Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And one.
PE and that has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem that O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
8 sacks. Good.
Back like when Big came back to the league after the dog hit.
Yes. I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, welcome everybody. This is the week 11. Week 11 coming up.
This year's flying by, like football, real life. It's crazy.
Everything. It is flying by, but this is week 11
God.
of the NFL Pick'em Show. It is just me and Woody today. Rogers is he's doing some fatherly duties right now, so he's
good luck to his kids. I heard he's the tutor, right?
Something like that. It is kind
get
of
him
scary.
prepped for homework.
Yeah.
He was a senior in the same math class as my wife when she was a freshman, if that tells you anything. So good luck on him, Bo. Good luck.
Good luck, for sure.
I was the same. I can't say much.
Yeah. No, you weren't. That's a lie.
Actually, yeah, math I was good. Math.
Yeah, math.
Other subjects, not so hot. Not so hot.
Yes. So. All right, we're going to start off here. We got a good Thursday night game coming up here tomorrow. We record this on Wednesday, and it goes up on Thursday before the game. So we got Commanders at Eagles. Eagles favored by 3.5.
This is back-to-back bangers. Like, man, after last week's.
They did some good Thursday night games, but I think coming up there's like a Panthers, Eagles. Well, not Panthers, Eagles. Panthers, Patriots.
Saints.
It's a bad game coming up soon, I know.
Traditionally, it seems like they are crap, but that's kind of cool.
They've been getting better because Amazon paid so much money for it.
Oh, good call. Good call, yeah.
They tried to get them some better games. So.
I'm glad they are. I mean, like I said, it kind of sucks for some of these teams. They, from what I understand around the league, are not real popular, these games. It'd be hard.
Yeah.
Just beat heads together Sunday, get back ready to go.
Sunday to Thursday would be
quick turnaround.
It is. It's
hard to bet too, which this year I found hard to bet every game. But you know.
Oh yeah. Speaking of
standings,
that is a good point. I need to bring up the standings. So
I'm honorable. I didn't want to mention it, but yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me bring that up.
If it doesn't work, that's okay.
No, I already made it and everything.
I will say I didn't have the worst week.
No, you did not.
But it wasn't great
at all. Oh gosh, I made so much stuff earlier today that I'm kind of lost.
It's all right. We could do that at the end or something. It doesn't matter.
No, I want it now.
But you want it now. But no, I mean, I could read it off. The Oracle obviously is like in his own class, but you now sole possession of second place, buddy.
I am. All right. There is the standings. Oracle 8-6. The dude is he refuses to go under 500.
Why he's called the Oracle?
He's an Oracle for a reason. 84-68 on the year. I mean that's
and he is currently under investigation though.
Yeah, we do think he's an NFL scriptwriter. That is for sure.
Yeah. There's some leaked emails to Goodell's office, so you know this is with an asterisk like Brady's balls on here. So we'll see if it holds all season. We'll see.
So I was able to go 7-7, and I have claimed second place for my own. As you can see, Rogers he had a bad week. Also, just to mention that the audio messed up on the last one, so you did not see the YouTube episode, which sucks because I thought there were some funny moments. But anyways.
Didn't have me slamming the Germans too in the game. Yeah. That was really unfortunate.
Yes, but
Rogers
went 3-10. He was on Rogers Island last week. He had a lot of games that he picked himself, and we told him it's like you're either gonna make it up in 1 week or you're going to fall off a cliff, and he fell off a cliff. So
hero or zero?
Yeah, he's 72-80. You Woody, you went 6-8, and
that's a win for me.
It is. And you're 66-86. I mean, you gained a lot of games on him. So
I did. That's the only shot I have out of last place.
Yes.
Thanks, Rogers.
Yeah. So now let's get back to this Thursday night game.
Yeah, I'm refocused. I got a new strategy. Okay. A, I'm gonna try not to be stupid. That's a struggle in life. B, I'm actually gonna listen to what you guys have to say, and I might actually think about that and not go with my own pig-headed instinct. So we'll see.
So far, Oracle and Rogers are both on the Eagles. So my thought
Wow.
is right now, the way the Eagles have played since the bye, they've kind of steamrolled everyone, minus the
Yeah.
Jags. But I also think the Jags are a little bit better team than what their record suggests.
Well,
Not
they were
right
up big
now.
in that game.
Not right now with
You know.
Mac Jones throwing the ball,
Right.
but before that, I thought they were a better team than because they've had like 7 1-score games. I do
Yeah.
think Washington is a good team. Like they are a
Mhm.
good team, but they lost to Pittsburgh. I just think that the Eagles are significantly better. Um, that secondary has played way better. The rookies,
Yeah.
cornerbacks are starting to really turn it on. But the big thing is
Yeah.
left tackle, or left guard. I think he's tackle. Jordan Mailata is back.
Big boy.
The
Big
big
boy. Yeah,
boy, the
that's
big
huge.
Samoan dude, and he's awesome. First off, but he is back.
And he's a cool dude. They're getting healthy all the way around. You know, I
Yes.
think AJ Brown's going to play. Goddard, Smith, Barkley. There's not been many games with
Mm-hmm.
all of them together.
Yeah.
And I agree with everything you said. Like, I don't want to discredit Washington. Like, they are no pushover. They are
I
a
don't.
complete team.
I don't either. I
Yeah.
just think the Eagles are starting to run here, and I
Yeah.
think they're the second best team in the NFC. And honestly, at this point, maybe the only team that can challenge the best team in the NFC.
Yeah. Well, I think they want to come out and make a point too. Like, this game's at home, but also a lot of people are saying Washington's passed them up division. I think they come in here healthy, pissed off. Washington still doesn't have Lattimore playing yet.
Yep, I've seen that.
They're going to be a force at the end
Brian
of the season.
Robinson Jr. is playing for Washington. And
Yes.
that is pretty
I
big.
thought he was.
But it's mainly big for my
It is
fantasy
big.
team.
Yeah, there you go. This is rough though. This run D, honestly, coming off an injury, I think it's a rough spot for the Commanders. I wish this was 3. I hate that 3 and a
Yeah,
half
three
hook.
and a
I'm
half
like,
makes it a
oh.
little rough, but it's like they know
Yeah,
what they're doing.
yeah, it is. That's why they get the big bucks. But and you guys know my thoughts on Sirianni. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go there for this episode. But I am going to go Eagles as well. This is a
We
shocking
start off
lock.
with a lock.
I think.
The
Yeah,
lock.
yeah.
If you guys noticed, I did have the lock record on there. I don't.
We definitely don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, it's
But
24 and 29. So
last week killed us. We were 500
Yeah.
for last week
Yeah.
ish. But it was rough. But you know what? We're back with a vengeance. It's gonna be great.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
Next game, Packers favored by 5.5 at
Ooh.
Chicago. We'll start off with the Oracles on the Packers, and then I will let the resident Packers fan. He gave us
Yeah.
notes on things he wanted to say.
Let's hear it. I
on
want to
his
hear his
pick.
thoughts.
So he just says Packers, and then in quotation marks, Bears are fraud.
I was literally gonna guess Bears are ass. That was what I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
say.
No, he
they
gets a
did-
lot. As he did this, it seems like he got angrier because there's more cuss words at the bottom.
Maybe he was sipping on it and he got close to the bottom there at the end and just like let it rip. I gotta agree again. The Packers I think are a better team. The Bears, they did fire their offensive coordinator in division game.
They let go of their left guard. They just signed for like $20 million. They just released him outright.
Well, that's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Well, he wasn't doing anything, so they tried to trade him, and nobody wanted him, and they're just like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, that's all you can do sometimes.
That offensive
Suck
line
it
is
up.
terrible. That's the whole
Terrible.
reason for them not being good.
Yeah, what they get was it 9 sacks against the Pats?
Yes,
It was something
9 sacks.
stupid. And a lot of it too. I'm not a huge Caleb Williams guy, but the guy now the O line's been terrible. It's been horrible for a rookie quarterback come the NFL in that situation because in college they said one of the knocks on him was first read, and then he just made something happen, improvised. Much harder to do in the NFL.
Yes.
Much harder.
Yep.
We're seeing that in places. When it's not there, he doesn't know what to do. Compile that with a bad O line. I do. The coordinator change had to happen. I think until Eberflus is gone, though, I don't think there's a huge change. I think he's a lame duck.
Yeah,
I really do.
I do too. Unless they're gonna have to go full complete rebuild and only offensive line, like not complete team rebuild, but like only offensive line in the offseason. Because it doesn't matter what he does. I mean, it don't matter if you got 0.5 seconds to look at anything, you're done. So.
Well, we talked about with the rookie quarterback, you got to surround him not just with skill talent, but protect him. Andrew Luck, guys. Look what happened there. So
Burrow bucked that a little bit, but I still don't quite understand how he did what he did.
Oh, dear God, he still takes a beating. Like
I
the
know.
dude is just he's an animal. He really is.
But,
that being
this
said,
is a lock.
yeah, I'm on the Pack. I really am. I'm excited as Jordan Love gets more healthy to see where they go this season. I really am.
Too. I like Love.
Very high
well,
on him.
he's my fantasy quarterback in one of my teams, and
Yeah.
I ain't been able to use him very much.
No. It's the injury he had. I think it's taken some time, but I think I'm going to throw the Detroit game out. That was a terrible condition in the
that was
field.
bad conditions, but
Yeah.
they had the bye week here, and I think that probably helped a lot.
Yes.
That's
I
another thing
agree.
on this game too. Packers off the bye week now. Love getting
Good
a
call.
week to get healthy. That's huge,
Oh yeah.
honestly.
Yep.
So,
I agree. Yeah, I'm slam dunk. I feel very good about this game.
Next
But
game
probably
we
won't
got is the first stink bowl of the week, and
Ooh, there
it's
we
pretty dang
go.
bad, dude. This game's bad. But Woody, do you
We
want to
got
say
Jameis
it?
out there.
Do you want to say it? Say
Do
what you
I want
always
to say
say.
it?
Say what you always say about this.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this. My
say it.
revenge game
Yes.
special. I wasn't gonna go there because I feel like you guys have gotten stale on that. But this one,
this one I am all about. I am all about.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
one.
thank you. I'm 1 for 20 on the season. There we go. And I'm all aboard the Browns train. I think they come into New Orleans. New Orleans, heck of a win last week. I thought came from out of nowhere unless you're the Oracle. I didn't think they had any business beating Atlanta. That goes back to the scriptwriter stuff. But what he did, what they fired the coach. That sometimes you have a surge from that.
Yes, you do.
One game. Will it carry over? I say no. I'm all aboard the Jameis train. Like, coming down there, he wants to show out. He's throwing the ball 50 times. Like, he's going to be chucking it. The way that ended in New Orleans, he wants to prove a point. Good for him. Yeah. I love Jameis.
All right, so you're on the Browns.
Yes,
Rogers
all the way.
is on the Browns. He did not write anything on this one. The Oracle's on the Saints.
I'm not doubting him.
I'm not doubting it. This is tough because I still follow the Saints from my Drew Brees fandom back in the day.
Yeah.
And I thought when they signed Derek Carr, I'm like, is he any better than Jameis? I didn't understand it. Jameis got hurt. I never thought he got a fair shake of actually being the starter at New Orleans.
They gave Carr a lot of money. A lot of money.
It made no sense to me. And I do believe in the Jameis revenge game.
I love it. Finally, my narrative.
I do believe in it. But I also like the Saints just beat a pretty good team. The Browns beat a good team. But then they got railroaded in their next game.
By another good team. I mean, the Chargers are no slouch.
Yeah,
but that's fair.
I'm going I think Browns. We're going to put the Oracle on an island and see if we can actually beat him on one of these, because I think he wins every time he's on an island.
He's due for some regression, I hope. I don't know. Also, the Saints' injuries on offense, their receiver cores beat the hell.
It's tough.
The Browns can play solid defense if they show up, and I don't know. I think they do. I really think they rally around Jameis. I hope, but don't feel great about it. But I'm going Browns.
All right, I was moving myself.
Next one.
Next game is Rams at New England. Rams are favored by 4.5.
This is a tough one for me, honestly. A lot of these are. I mean, gosh dang. Of course, when I'm 20 games under 500, I guess, they're all tough. But the one thing I will say, LA had a bad loss Monday. Yes. They're traveling across the country to play East Coast. I have kind of discredited that this year, some of this flight stuff. It's a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah. New England under Drake May, they have been so much more competitive, and he's fun to watch.
He is fun to watch.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he is. Now, I will say LA is the better team. I do think they are. I'm not saying the Pats win this straight up. I'm going to go with them to cover, actually.
Go with the Pats. So you and you and the Oracle agree.
Oracle too, yeah.
And Rogers is on the Rams.
Yeah.
I agree with all the things you're saying, but the only thing I'm going to say is the Rams were embarrassed last Monday, and they have to win. They are still in the playoff hunt. And that makes me want to go Rams.
Yeah. Well, I think they win.
That's my only logic.
I think they win. But I think that without 4.5, I really think it's a field goal game. I think New England at home plays competitive. But you're right. They've got to win. Like, LA.
I'm thinking that they're going to try to make a statement, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
I could see that.
4.5. But
what worries me on this is New England, when they play tough offenses, they have tended to fold. Like, I mean, you've seen that numerous times. Houston, the first Jets game. Yeah. So this is something I don't feel great about. I'm just on the May wagon, I guess. And I'm due a backdoor cover for the positive.
I do like May a lot.
I do. So we're split.
Yeah, we're split on that one. Split.
I love it.
This
I
next
love it.
one is a tough one too.
Gosh
Uh,
dang, it is.
Ravens favored by 3
You
at
get any
Pittsburgh.
layups?
No, maybe. Yeah,
That's
maybe the
cool.
next one coming up might be. But
Mm.
Ravens
Okay.
at Pittsburgh in the AFC North, still possibly the toughest division to play.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If the Browns were better, it'd be the best division, but I think it is the toughest interdivision to play in.
Yes.
These
Yes,
teams
it is.
beat the shit out of each other.
Great point. You saw the Browns beat Baltimore a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, and everybody's like, "Where'd this come from?" Like they do. They play, and the thing of it is, normally when these two teams get together, what's the line? 42. It's a low-scoring physical affair.
I think the under is where to go on
I I think so because I mean Pittsburgh at home, they get up for playing Baltimore. They have a good pass rush, which I know have Lamar,
that.
but I think they can get to him a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, this is about a coin flip in the spread.
It is me too.
At home, I'm actually gonna go Pittsburgh.
I
I feel terrible about it. Their defense is better, and that's the thing. I almost think they can get a stop or two here or there. Baltimore, seen them lose a game or two they shouldn't have lost. Honestly, if they're not blowing a team out, I'm worried about it. You saw last week. Honestly, there's a controversial go for two or not with Cincinnati.
mhm.
Cincinnati could have won that game. Their
Yeah.
defense is a problem. I'm not saying it won't get fixed down the road, but for this matchup, I think Pittsburgh can make a stop or two they have to have. And I'm not going to put money on them to win outright, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'll say that much. And I think it's another one. I wish it was 3.5, but at 3, I'm still gonna lean with the home dog. I like home dogs too.
I'm the same way. I'm going Pittsburgh as well for all the same reasons. Honestly, I think this could end up as a push.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
really
think
so. The other guys,
Rodgers have notes.
he had the Ravens. He did not have any notes. And the
Well, it could be
Oracle,
summed up as in they're freaking awesome. So
yeah, and
you
the
know,
Oracle's also on the Ravens. But
okay,
I honestly
yep.
think a push is coming. Like, is that a thing? Can you bet on the push? Because I would straight up put like $5 on it just to see.
I love that. Can
happens.
you hammer the push?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because these two they're
see
gonna
it.
play each other tough. I mean, Russ is
They do.
apparently cooking now,
Yeah.
and unlike
That
George
moon ball
Pickens,
crap.
yeah, he still got
Yeah.
it. Still got that
Oh,
moon ball
him
for
and
sure.
Pickens, it's something special. It's special. It really
Mike
is.
Williams is gonna get better, but I think they're gonna use him
Mhm.
as just he's touchdown dependent in fantasy is what he is, and
Yeah.
that's what he's gonna be.
Yeah.
Freiermuth, he's still, I think he had like 50, 60 yards. He's still doing
Mhm.
right, and Najee and their backs, they're still doing it. I mean, this is a good.
Yeah, and Warren. Warren
Yeah,
looked pretty good aside from the fumble last week.
I don't know
Like
why I
the
said Najee and the backs. The backs.
oh, in the back.
um,
We knew where you were going with it.
yes.
So no,
So
I mean it's a very good team.
this is a good game. This is
Baltimore,
the game to watch right now. Like,
yeah, Baltimore can run anybody out of the stadium, so I don't fault them at all. I really
yeah,
don't. But
I do, but I don't think the inner division they can. They've
that's what
not
I'm gonna say. Not tonight. Go
they've
all
not done
Brooks
it
there.
yet in the division.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
So
fair. Every game's been closely contested. Good call, and they've lost Cleveland.
yeah.
So I like these splits. A little bit of diversity here.
Okay. Next game. Sorry, I was looking ahead. Next game, we got
Oh, you're fine.
Raiders at Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 7.
Oh, it's changed. Last I saw was 7.5.
Yeah.
I like the 7.
Is it
Oh, I
7
like
or
the
7.5 now? You have it pulled
No,
up.
you're right.
7.
You're
Okay.
right. I see 7.
The Oracle is on the Dolphins, and here's why I went ooh, and I'm like, what? I'm confused. Rodgers is on the Raiders. He did not give a reason why. That's what I was confused about. I'm like, you don't feel the
Off
need
the
to
bye?
explain yourself?
Yeah. Hey, it's the Rogers Island effect. Maybe he not even being on here saw it coming.
It worked real well for him last week.
Yeah, the only thing I will say to his defense is they are coming off the bye week. And Miami, like we talked about, they're flying. They did have a big win, but they are flying across the country on short rest. Maybe that's the logic there.
Maybe.
I mean, seen crazier things, but then again, you look at Vegas traveling to Miami. They go from playing indoors to I don't know how hot it is still there, but it's gonna be different.
It's still pretty warm, I bet.
I bet. I mean, you saw, heck, was it McCaffrey? They're making a big deal his first game back in Tampa was sweating real bad. And I think that's a little conditioning thing. You get it. But that was huge. And here's my difference in these teams is Miami thinks, and they do have a shot at making the playoffs, making a run.
Yeah.
The Raiders are playing for the lottery in my mind.
Yeah.
Might have a new coach, all this. Miami's got a point to prove. They
Raiders
can't
are
lose
playing
this.
for a quarterback.
Agree. They need someone to throw the ball to your boy Brock.
Yes.
So I think Miami could. I think they could run him out of the stadium. I really do.
So
I,
last night we recorded at the studio and did our midseason update. That'll be out Friday, and I think what brought you saying that about Miami still being in the playoffs was me bringing up their schedule, and
yeah,
because I had listened to somebody on Sirius talk about how they still had a playoff, so I wanted to bring it up in that, and they still have a shot at the playoffs. It's an outside shot. Their schedule's not bad, and since Tua's been back, they have played very well, honestly.
they have.
And
One thing worries me with them is the lack of explosive plays.
yeah, and
Tyreek's got a
get
wrist.
it. I don't understand. They should be the explosive play team in the league.
Right,
I guess
right.
Tyreek's
And I wonder,
wrist is bad enough. Maybe it is causing it, but I don't know.
I don't know.
And
I wonder
maybe
that.
they're going off of A-Chan a lot. Maybe that's
Right.
I
When I
haven't
started to say
looked into that yet. I need to see
the
what his
concussions with
carries
Tua,
are. Yeah.
I think they're trying to be careful with him and get the ball out of his hand quick. I wonder if that's part of it. Waddle disappearance, I don't get that either. But
he's
you know what?
Okay, couple of games though. Like
okay, but by his standards, I think a little subpar.
yes.
A lot of it, A-Chain gets those targets. He really does.
Yes, he does.
But you know what? They're playing good. I mean, they about beat Buffalo. Look what they did to LA. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
So Jonnu Smith, that's who the guy's thinking of. They're tied in.
Yeah, he's been
Very
big
solid.
for him. So
Very solid.
yeah,
So
this is another
I'm on the Dolphins.
Rogers Island. Put him on
I
the
like
island.
it. You could say he's due after last week, maybe.
I wish that one would have went out where you guys could have seen it because I was questioning it. I'm like, what are you doing?
He was having fun, guys. He was.
Yeah. Alrighty. Holy crap, this spread is big, but I understand why.
Is this the biggest of the year?
It
is that I
be.
can remember.
Jags
crazy.
going to Detroit. Favored by 13. The Lions are favored by 13. Almost 2 touchdowns.
That's
actually
amazing.
No, 2 touchdowns and an extra point and a missed one.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's there, and they might just go for 2 for the hell of it. Who knows? It's the Lions.
They might. Dan Campbell's like, we're gonna cover this spread.
Yeah, we need to practice it for the playoffs, guys. Okay, so here we go. Now, in all seriousness, it's a huge line. I can't take the Jags here.
Not with
Lawrence.
Mac Jones playing.
Yeah, Lawrence isn't playing.
He's already out. Yeah, he's already out.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, with Mac Daddy there, the Lions too. After escaping Houston, they played about as bad as they could.
They did.
To 5 picks, and they weren't all on golf, but 5 picks. To win that game, I think they're going to come home, blow the doors off these guys, prove a freaking point. Good luck, Mac Jones. All I got to say.
Good luck.
Yeah,
the Lions winning that game proves that it's a different franchise, first off.
Yes.
From what it always was. And they're well coached, and they have what it takes to get it done. They bite the kneecaps, as Dan Campbell would say.
Yes. He gets them fired up. Like, you could look at this as a look-ahead game, a soft spot for a lot of teams. Not these guys. The way he gets them coached, and they build upon something every game or some different angle. They're going to look at last week, says, hey, we played terrible, left the door open. Let's prove a point.
Yep.
So I'm all about them.
And they're the most balanced team in football too. It's really not.
Well, on our other video, I think we all agreed Super Bowl contenders, like, that's still our favorite consensus of the 3 of us.
So
yeah,
I don't know why I typed locks, but I meant lock. But that's a lock.
Yep, that's a lock. I feel good about that one.
All right,
this next game's interesting.
NFC North rivals. We got the Vikings favored by 6 at Tennessee.
Yeah.
It comes down to Tennessee's defense.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Tennessee's defense is great. They
Mm-hmm.
have no offense. They have nothing there.
Will Levis is back.
He was
on
back
footballs and mayonnaise.
He was back last week. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley had a good game because he had like a immediate touchdown that was long. But
yeah, he's like bookending them.
Yeah, pretty well. But
touchdown beginning of the game, then garbage time.
Darnold didn't play good last week.
Yeah.
Who did they play last week?
Oh, they put the Jags. They only beat them by 5, I believe. Field goal fest.
I still think the Jags are a better team than what they have shown.
I think offensively, but honestly, the Jags defense has been pretty bad this year, from what I can recall. And to only put up 4 field goals against them, I thought it was piss poor outing. I really did.
He had, if I
And
remember right, he had a few that he was throwing to Jefferson, and like they got picked off. But some of them were like tipped balls and stuff like that. Not tipped by Jefferson, but stuff like
oh
that.
yeah, defender.
So
Yeah.
I will say, so this was something
Mm-hmm.
I heard on Sirius, where it's like, if you're Darnold, if you're a Vikings fan, are you really that upset that the interceptions were going to Jefferson?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, trying to get to your
Which is kind of
playmaker.
a point. It is a point.
No, that's true. I am worried that his trajectory this season, like the way the weeks have went on, the way he has plays fell off.
I
Their
just
defense is still solid.
I just think they're too talented on offense, even with whatever he's gonna be. They have so many
Yeah,
playmakers. They
yeah,
really do. And
yeah.
Addison's starting to kind of turn it up. Hawkinson was good that last week.
Yeah.
Jones might
He's
be
been very
hurt
good.
a little bit, but he's always a little bit hurt. So I heard it might be Akers.
Akers, yeah,
Akers
Cam
is
Akers. Whew.
Akers
How
is
many times
rough,
have we seen
but
that show? Good
yeah,
lord.
but he can, I guess, kind of do something. I'm
I
gonna
start
go
saying, how does a running
Vikings.
back? You what?
I'm gonna go Vikings.
I think I agree. I think it's actually going to be a close game, and what it comes down to is I think Will Levis
Oh, I
is going to
forgot.
make a stupid decision.
Rogers says Titans. Oracle says
Oh,
Vikings.
I'm sorry.
Rogers said
No.
Titans, and then in quotations, another NFC North fraud alert.
I like that.
He's not been on the Vikings all year though. So
No, he's not. He's not. And hey sis, I really wasn't at the beginning of the year, and then came around a little bit. Yeah.
He's running out.
Oh, thank you very much. She's making
hi,
me a Globo,
Adeline.
guys. You say hi to everybody. Say hi. Guys, I will say right now, if I'm under 500, this beautiful princess here making the picks next week. 500 for this week. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
was
not
gonna
catching
say. I was like,
500.
what?
Yeah, no. I literally can't make that up. It's
No.
not possible.
No.
Yeah. I'll come down and see it in a minute, okay? All right, thank you. All right, let me shut the door, guys. Yeah, sure. Thank you. And she's great.
Alrighty.
She puts up with me.
You're on the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm Vikings. I've really waffled back and forth on this one.
I did too. I
But
really did too. But I think they might turn it around this week. That's what I'm betting on.
yeah, I'm gonna hope for Will Levis mental moment. That's what we're going for here.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's go Vikings.
Okay. Another Rogers Island.
I love it. He's
All
out there
right.
with his margarita.
This next one, Colts at Jets. Jets favored by 4. We got the news that AR is starting, and he's starting the rest of the season.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know why they did it in the first place, other than like to teach him a lesson, I guess, which is fine.
Well, I think he was spiraling downward, and I think they kept his head above water. Like especially when he came out, you had the controversy, the comments about he was tired, bad play. He had an injury. I think they just wanted to give him some time, a mental reset, and the team's still behind him. Like I'm excited to see what he does. I had the Jets in my head until the news today, and I was like, oof, got to think about this. And I was like, oof, it's the Jets. Do we really want to back the Jets?
They are like 1 week they look like the team we thought they were. Next week they're like blow it all up.
I know. They're making you mad.
The Oracle is on the Jets. The Rogers. The Rogers.
The Rogers, I like that.
He says Colts because fuck the Jets, that's why.
There's a little bit of a personal vendetta there.
Yeah, he has been very upset with them.
This cuts deep for him. He was very high on Rodgers in the year. That's his boy back to Green Bay days. He's let him down numerous
Fun fact,
times,
if you didn't know, his name is Aaron Rodgers. So
it really is.
It really is. Funnest thing in Wisconsin when we went up there for a fishing trip. That was great. He didn't play for a drink. And every time they're like, really? Amazing. Bring your ID out. And he got to where he was just carrying it in his pocket so he could just flash it.
Oh, that's genius. And he's the personality to so take advantage of that too.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
The lefty version of him. That's great. I'm going to tell you what. I don't like it, but I'm going to one more time. This is in New York. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to back the Jets one more freaking time. If they show up, if that defense, the pass rush and everything, it could be a rough spot for Richardson's first game back. It could be. That's if they show up, guys. Yeah. I'm going to say right now, I would put no money on this.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually bet this game.
Season. No, I would not.
I might bet
But
JT's over. That'd be about the only thing I might try.
yeah, that's fair. Maybe an anytime Teddy,
Yeah,
possibly.
I like that actually more than the over on his. I don't know what his yards are,
Yeah,
but I like that more.
yeah.
Gosh, I
I
am
can see it.
waffling back and forth. It is a literal
Mhm.
coin flip for me, but
Do it. Flip the coin.
I guess
Are
I'm
we
gonna
gonna
go
put Rodgers on
Colts.
the
I'm
island?
not putting Rodgers on the island.
Okay.
That's honestly
Okay, there
my
you
only
go.
reason for going Colts.
I it might work out. I thought about it too.
I
I
don't
really did.
care
I was
enough
like,
about this game or like having an opinion, and it's just kind of bland. It's two teams that are just whatever, and I don't understand it, and they need to get
yeah,
their shit together.
I
So
agree.
I'll just split it and let Rogers not be on an island.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
very
There you go,
commendable of you.
buddy.
It is. It is. After his week last week, that's very ballsy. But this is a game I'm like, I don't know either. I
Yeah.
really. I was thinking if you went the Jets, I'd be like, hey, I'll go with Rodgers. I was that close on it too.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
well, it's a tough one. We'll go. I mean, like you said, you don't know what either one of these teams are really. Like, hell, if the Colts win this game, like you talk playoffs, they are not. They're right there, honestly.
My
So
dog joined
we'll
me.
see what happens. Hey, buddy. What's up, Stud Muffin?
He just hopped up here. He never does that. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
we might have a pug appearance later. He was raking at the door, but he can't figure out how to open it. All right, what we got next, big guy?
All right, we have the quote: "Rain City bitch pigeons." Going to San Francisco. San Francisco's favored by 6.5.
Again, these guys with the stinking big spread.
Rodgers is once again Rain City bitch pigeons. I think that might be the only reason he wanted to pick them. That's all you. That's all he wrote for his notes. He just wrote that. So
that's all you need, dude. He's like beast mode with logic. I love it. It's just like just cuts. I'm gonna make him a shirt with that. But I was surprised at Drive he didn't put the bitch pigeons in there. He actually put Seahawks.
No, he did,
but...
and I deleted it because it didn't. It's too wordy to fit in the column. So
RCBP. There you go. From now on out.
Okay, I could have done that. I didn't think of that.
I love it, but I'm going San Fran. Gosh dang. If you look historically, I want to say they've beat them like 6 in a row, which a lot of times I don't look into that. Especially it's a different coach, knowing Pete Carroll, but they've had their number. They had it earlier this year, a few weeks ago. They're getting healthier. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Seattle also might have DK back. I hope.
I know you hope.
Yeah. I think he's going to be back. Still, that defense has looked so bad. Now they are off a bye, right?
Yes.
I think they had a bye week, so that's interesting. San Fran though, they've only played one game since their bye. So, and they still had some kicking game problems. So I'm hoping they just keep going for touchdowns and convert.
Yeah.
Spread this big. I'm nervous. I really am for that. What's the line? 48. I almost like the over here.
Yeah.
I really like the over here.
Yeah.
That's a high total, but that is my favorite bet here, truthfully. Sprinkle you some McCaffrey TDs, some out there. But I'm going to go
TD too, probably.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, absolutely. He's been a beast. Ayuk out the injuries. I think it'll be high scoring, which I think favors, a bigger spread. And I think they can win by Teddy. I really do. I'm going to go San Fran.
Yeah, I'm putting them on the island again. It's
you got to reprieve.
49ers. I mean, with McCaffrey back, that team on offense is there. They also, as we talked about, Greenlaw, he won't be in this game, but he's starting to get back. So they're actually going to be like healthy and the team that they're supposed to be, and everyone thought they was. I said it on the midseason thing. I said it a couple other times, but they didn't quite make it in the recordings. But the defense hasn't been as good because of Greenlaw being out, because he is a beast.
You're right.
When he comes back,
they may be who we thought they were.
If he comes back, I think they will become what we thought they were. So,
yeah. And they're going to be dangerous. I agree 100%. I still think they're playoff.
I think if they get him back and he's like he was, they're back to Super Bowl contenders. I really do.
Yes. Yes, I agree. So that was on our show, by the way, the tier rankings. We had Super Bowl contenders, and they were fringe.
Yeah, that's what we did. We did tier rankings on that. So check it out Friday. We'll post on TikTok and YouTube Shorts whenever that uploads as well.
It was a lot of fun, guys.
It was. Rogers Island again, though. So
there you go.
Alrighty, next
it's like
game.
You went and temporarily visited him at the island for like 5 minutes, had a beer, and then you're like,
I did.
Peace out, dude.
I visited him for a second because I felt bad.
Yeah.
I felt bad about him sitting on the beach sipping a beer. But
yeah.
this
I
next
have a
one,
hunch it'll be
he
fun.
actually said this next one before I even said it. He said, "quote This one hurts." It's
Oh,
Falcons at Broncos. Broncos favored by 2.5.
oh.
So
I
he
get where
went
he's coming
he
from.
went Falcons on this, and the
Oh.
Oracle went Falcons as well.
Oh, and he's a believer too.
He's a Bo
Like,
Lever. That's his fantasy
mhm.
guy right now.
Well, that's his dude. Yeah, and I don't blame him. Bo Nix has been fun.
He has been fun.
Um, I
Th-
might go on an island on this one. I'm gonna go Broncos.
Really,
I really am.
honestly, I'm still thinking about it. Bron-
Um,
Broncos.
yeah,
There we go.
this is one once again I don't feel good about it. Their defense is legit. The
Hmm.
Falcons is not.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the other thing. I'm thinking geographically here. Falcons, yeah, they just lost to New Orleans. They're going out west now, 2 weeks away from home, out of their nice, cozy environment. This hurts me because I love Captain Kirk. You guys know I'm a big Cousins
Mhm.
guy. I'm gonna get a freaking jersey. He's a good man. I love him. That being said, the way Denver can get after the quarterback, make him move, Surtain out there. I think he'll cancel out London, possibly. Which they do have Mooney, Pitts, like they've got weapons.
They've
B.
got
John's looked
weapons.
amazing.
B. John's looking great.
They do. Denver's a hard place with the altitude to come play. Honestly, that's what I'm banking on. I like the 2.5. I do not think they blow them out. And I could see the Falcons winning by a field goal, but I'm gonna go with the Broncos to win by a field goal. I don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
But at home,
Two-
it's just fair to say, Alex, if this was or Stat Guy, I'm sorry. If this was in Atlanta, are the Falcons favored by 2.5? It's in Atlanta.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Well, wait. Favored
Possibly.
by 1.5.
Okay, that's fair. That's
1.5.
fair. Yeah. Well, this line was 1.5, like, I don't know, a day ago, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Because they always say home field gives you 3.
yep. Okay. Okay, I get you. But it's a
Yeah.
coin
Man,
flip game.
if it was 3, I'd go Falcons.
Okay, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos.
He's with me. All right.
I
there we
like
go.
the Falcons. I do, and I think
Yeah.
their offense is really good. But Denver's D's been great. Their offense does enough, and I think between the altitude and the Denver defense, I think they can squeak it out by a field goal.
Yep. I still think the Falcons are my team for the
Yeah.
South. Still.
Yeah, I do too.
But
And
not by default.
if this
Yeah.
was 3, I would go
Yeah.
Falcons straight up. It's that close
Agree.
for me.
I-
It's
Yeah,
almost
I
like
can't argue
the
with that.
guys making the lines know what they're doing.
That's why they're doing what they are, making way more money than we are doing what we're doing. So there you go. But we're having fun.
All right,
And
Woody.
my fun
Here
just
we
ended.
go. Here we go. The big game of the week. I can't. Is this Sunday night? It's not Sunday night game. It
No,
should be Sunday
They
night.
never
game.
do this.
The,
For some
the
reason,
Sunday night game is good. I will give them that. It is a
It
good
is.
Sunday night game. Can we?
But can you answer this for me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, when the Bills and Chiefs play, it's always been very good games.
Monday night game. Monday night game
I agree.
sucks.
When they played, I think it was last year and the year before, it was the 3:25 time slot. It was in Arrowhead. And I was so confused. I'm like, why would you give the Chiefs and Saints a Monday night game, but this game not be prime time?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't know why this is
Okay.
not. We have the Battle of Texas for Monday night that nobody gives a shit about because one team is completely terrible. They have
Can you flex that shit? Can you
go
and do that?
They have a Sunday night flex. That's the only one they have, and they're not flexing out of this Sunday night game because it is pretty good.
This is a good one.
This is a good Sunday night game, but if they could flex Monday night, man, that'd be nice.
I'm gonna explain my conundrum here. I don't know here. Okay, so you're gonna have to persuade me
at Bills. Bills at home, favored by 2.
Yes, I forgot about the first part, but anyway, I gotta take my Chiefs out and be unbiased here because here's my thing. I do think the Bills are a better team. I do think too. In Buffalo, it's the regular season. That makes me want to go. This is how it works with Bills and Chiefs. They win the regular season, KC wins in the playoffs. That's how it works. But Mahomes is a dog. Mahomes is way better as a dog, it seems like, betting than as a favorite. Because as you guys pointed out, they don't cover spreads.
They don't cover big spreads. They don't cover big spreads. It's really odd. They don't cover the big obvious spreads, and then which the San Francisco game was a little bit of an anomaly because San Francisco ended up with a lot of injuries in that game.
Oh, that was terrible. Both sides beat up that game.
It was pretty bad that game. But other than the closer spreads, when they're favored, they tend to cover, and I don't know. They only beat anybody by 3. Apparently, that's all they can do.
They're an aggravating team. They really are. And so I'm really conflicted here. What I wanted to ask you, the injuries for the Bills. How beat up are they? That
Coleman's
concerns
out.
me from their
Coleman
Yep.
is a bit of a
Cooper.
deal, but it's not. I have not seen anything on Cooper.
I haven't either, and that worries me. It's a wrist, and that
But
can linger.
I don't have him on any teams, so let me look on fantasy. Cooper.
But in Kincaid, I think he's gonna play, but he's had a knee injury. Like the Bills are pretty beat up. Defensively, I'm sorry, who is that linebacker? It is not back yet. Milano. Yeah,
I
he's
think
not back yet.
Is he not back yet, or he got designated to return? He
I
got.
don't know that he plays Pacheco too.
Yeah,
I don't think he
I was
plays
getting
it.
ready to say. I think they both got designated.
Yeah, because as big of a game as this is, you don't rush players like that back. In my mind, you're both going to the playoffs, so.
Yeah. I think Cooper's gonna play. I'll be surprised if he don't, from what I read.
Okay, all right. I don't usually defer, but who are you going here? This is eating at me.
So the Oracle's on the Bills. Rogers is on the Bills.
Rogers on the Bills.
He says, "Quote, suck it, Woody."
Motherfucker. Hey, scoreboard, bitch. We're the Packers.
Believe it or not, I'm gonna go Chiefs. I think.
Nice. You son of a bitch.
I really do. I think that like this would not surprise me to be a 1-point, 2-point game, and the Chiefs kick a field goal to win. Like I just think it's gonna be close, like really close. Like
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm with you. I feel sick about it. Here's the thing, guys. The Chiefs are not going to go undefeated. They are going to lose a game or two possibly.
I could see them losing on a last-second field goal by not even by 3, by 1.
Well, here's what I think is going to happen with them. They're going to lose a game that we're just like WTF. It's happened before to them. They will lose a game. They could have lost last week. Could have, should have, would have.
The Bills could blow them out.
Honestly, they could.
There's very few teams I think that could do that to the Chiefs, but the Bills are one of them.
If I knew full health all the way around for Buffalo, and the other thing is their run D. I could see. I mean, Kareem Hunt. This is like his last stand. He won't get totally pissed out.
If it's Hunt, and I'm not scared of that part. If there's Pacheco back, I'd be like, oh, yeah, big deal. Yeah. I don't think that's that big of a deal.
I don't think they're gonna dominate, but I'm saying I think they can do enough with
Hunt
the run game.
2 yards per carry, and he's basically Rashad White.
In a cloud of dust. Give him 3, and he falls in end zone.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Kelsey gets open, but he can't get anything after that. He can't make anybody miss anymore.
Yeah, he has historically played pretty good against Buffalo.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I think this is going to be a really, really close game. It wouldn't surprise me if the Bills win by 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs too. I'm not gonna go against Mahomes as a dog again. But by God, the next time he's like a 7-point favorite, I'm hammering whoever the hell they're playing. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. No, that's what. That's one of my reasons I'm ahead of you in picks.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've been waiting for Chiefs blood.
I never do the Chiefs. I would never. If it's a big spread, I ain't picking them, and I never pick the Cowboys. But I've been completely.
That helps. That helps. And we'll get to that.
Yes, we will.
All right, so we're split.
We're split on that one. That's a good game to be split on too.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's going to be a hell of a game.
Interesting. The Sunday night game. We got Cincinnati at Los Angeles. They're playing the Chargers, favored by 1.5.
This another tough one.
This is a very big game because mid-season I talked about the path for the Bengals. They still have a pretty good playoff path. If they get past the Chargers, then they really only have to split with the Steelers. If they get past the Chargers, and that's pretty easy to do.
I think they do too here. I think
favored by 1.5. Your Oracle's on the Bengals. Rogers is on the Bengals. He said, "quote No idea why Chargers are favored."
Because they're a good team.
I don't.
I get that.
I don't agree with that one, but I am going Bengals here because they're playing for their playoff lives.
Yeah,
the Chargers have a little bit more to give. Their
defense, more wiggle room.
Yeah, their Chargers defense is good, but
I can see this maybe
a great offense.
Thank you.
And the Chargers
not
offense
really
is not great at all.
Yeah, they're a good defense. I'm not taking anything away from them, but they've not had a matchup like this for a while. Like when the Chiefs, that was the game they lost to Rice. You look at their schedule; they have the Broncos, the Panthers. Like they've not had the toughest offensive schedules to go against. I think Cincy is a little better team.
You know what? You're
And
right.
there's
I didn't even look at their schedule at
yeah,
all.
well, I have them in fantasy, so I kind of cheated. But
Okay, yeah, because they beat the Raiders,
I
they
picked them
beat the
up.
Panthers, they lost to the
They're gonna get
Steelers,
tested.
they lost to
They
the
got
Chiefs, they beat the
guys. They
Broncos.
got Baltimore next week too. So
They're
you're gonna find out who LA
yeah,
is these next 2
you
weeks.
know
You
what?
really are.
If I would have known that, I might not even have put them so high on our rankings there last night. If I'd have known that was their schedule.
The thing of it is, though, like there are the
They
elements there that I see this as a
they
good team.
they are. They're a decent team. I just that
Yeah.
offense, they ain't got nothing there, man. And I
Mm,
think Dobbins is
They,
gonna fall off. I mean, Herbert's
I,
great. Herbert's
yeah,
great.
and
Um,
I like McConkey. I'm not gonna
I
totally
like
knock him.
McConkey, but he's not
Yeah,
a
and
one.
no, he's not. No, we agree. They could have added a receiver at deadline and felt way better about him. They have
Oh yeah,
the bottom
remember
tier
what I
receiving core.
said last night about what they're going to do next year?
What's that? Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
checking
Go
to
ahead,
see what he's thinking.
Higgins.
He's
Yeah,
listed as limited.
that
And
would be
looking like
interesting.
if he plays, it's definitely Bengals for
Hey,
sure.
maybe it's a showcase for him there. He's like, hey, I could
I
put this
said
together.
last year, or I said in free agency or whatever, if I'm the Chargers, I do whatever I
Yeah,
can do to get T. Higgins on that team,
it'd
no
be a hell
matter
of a fit.
what. You get him
Hell of a
on that
fit.
team. They need
Yeah,
it.
it
They
would
need
be.
him more than anybody, other than like the Bengals, but they ain't gonna play for him.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Especially with
They
what
they need an
Chase is doing.
alpha.
My God.
Yeah.
um,
But yeah, for this game, I agree. And Cincinnati has to win. Like I know you
yes,
mentioned their schedule getting better, but they can't drop
they
games,
can't. They
guys. Like
can't drop.
and two more
They
things.
can
They're coming
drop
off.
one game. That's all they can drop the rest of
Yeah,
the year. And even then,
fair.
it's a little sketchy, but that gets them to 10 wins. And I think 10 should
The other
do
thing
it.
is too here, they're coming off extra rest. They played
Yep.
Thursday night. And I know it's in LA, but that is not much of a home field
Nah,
advantage in my mind. Like
tell you what, and
they're just
the way Burrow is, he's like, this guy I'm playing. This guy is drafted. People say he's technically a better
yeah.
quarterback than me. He gets pissed.
Chip on his shoulder.
He is one of those guys with that chip on his shoulder for anything.
Yeah, I like that. I
And
like
also,
that.
I just think Burrow, if they win out, if Burrow wins out, do you think he has an outside shot for MVP?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Given the numbers he's put up,
because his numbers are great.
if they win out, it's because he's done something special.
Yes,
It is with
you're
that
right.
defense they've got. So absolutely, yeah, he's in contention
So
for
we're
sure.
actually locking that one. That's
Wow.
kind of surprising, but I think it's all thinking the
Oh, shoot.
Bengals have to win.
Yes, desperation plays, guys.
Yep.
It does.
And then we
And
have the Monday night stinker. Texans
can we
favored
sum
by
this up simple?
yeah.
Dallas's ass. Like they're trash.
Yes.
I
don't even really care to talk about this one that much.
That last game was like our highlight. I think we're talking about in this one.
Yeah.
The spread 7.5. I cannot, given what we saw from Dallas Sunday.
Especially if Nico plays. If Nico plays, it's not close.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, even if he doesn't, I'm on the Texans because I'll tell you what, they lost a heartbreaker to the Lions.
Yes, to a good team. And
yeah, Battle of Texas, they're going to want to come out, make a point, blow these guys' doors off. And Dallas, what the hell do they have? Like
nothing. Oh,
I'm all.
oh wait! This man who just joined, he said,
"Look at that!
I'm not falling for this bullshit again."
Boom! Oh, look at the sweater. That's an entrance.
We are finishing.
You guys yet? Hold on.
Of course not. We're finishing up with the last game right now.
Yeah, this is literally the last game. We're about done on it.
Anyways, he said, "quote I'm not falling for this bullshit again." On this one, and this is gonna be a lock too. We're all on the Texans for sure. It's not even
absolutely.
close.
I don't give a damn if it's Cooper Rush, Trey Lance. I don't care who's at quarterback. They got nothing. Run game, pass game, their defense won't. It's not good enough to keep them in this game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm not watching this game either.
No, I'm not either.
No interest. So that's what we got.
All right. Well, that ends it, guys. We're gonna.
How many locks did we have? Is that 5?
1, 2.
Yeah, 5 locks.
4, 5. Yeah.
Let's turn that baby around, guys. Let's go 5-0.
All right.
I like it.
Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, all this stuff, and bet with the Oracle, and we'll see you guys later.
That's right. Bet Oracle, fade Woody. You'll do great.
Yep.
Hey, guys.